who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from material desires, who has given up all sense of proprietorship, and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain peace. So when it says is given up all material desires, there are a difference between material desires and spiritual desires. So just because a person has given up all material desires does not mean that they have no desires. They have no material desires, but they can have an infinite number of spiritual desires to please Lord Krishna. And that's explained in the purport. It says, to become desireless means not to desire anything for sense gratification. In other words, desire for becoming Krishna conscious is actually desirelessness. To understand one's actual position as the eternal servitor of Krishna without falsely claiming this material body to be oneself, and without falsely claiming proprietorship over anything in the world, is the perfect stage of Krishna consciousness. One who is situated in this perfect stage knows that because Krishna is the proprietor of everything, everything must be used for the satisfaction of Krishna. Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction. So this is one of those sentences that are confusing in English. It says, Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction. What do you understand from that? For his own sense gratification.
He did not want to fight to please his own self. That was the reason why he did not want to fight was that he.
What's that? No. See, it's just confusing. What it really means is, because of his sense gratification, he did not want to fight. That's what it means. Now, do you understand that? What does that mean? Because of his sense gratification, he did not want to fight.
Because he wanted to please his senses, that was his first priority.
Yes.
Everything else was secondary for him, and that's the reason he did not want to fight.
Yeah, now you see, but the way it's stated here, it's confusing. He says, Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction. See, it's very confusing.
Are you using did not with sense gratification or outside of that context? How you divide the sentence?
Yeah, it's very confusing. Right? Okay, the second part of the sentence adds a little clarity to it. It says, Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction, but when he became fully Krishna conscious, he fought because Krishna wanted him to fight. Now, if we look, let me just see here. In another place, it says the same thing, but much more clearly. Okay, in another place, in the same chapter, but verse 39 in the purport, it says, Arjuna's proposal not to fight was based on sense gratification. See, now that's perfectly clear, right? But here, in the same chapter, he says, Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction. So it's confusing, right? But that's what it means. It means that Arjuna's proposal not to fight was based on sense gratification. But when he became fully Krishna conscious, he fought because Krishna wanted him to fight. For himself, there was no desire to fight, but for Krishna, the same Arjuna fought to his best ability. Real desirelessness is desire for the satisfaction of Krishna, not an artificial attempt to abolish desires. So the Mayavadi philosophers, they want to abolish all desires, but that is artificial. You can't abolish all desires. You can try for some time, but one desire will come back eventually. However, you can purify the desires. Instead of desiring for sense gratification, you can desire to please Krishna. So desiring to please Krishna is desirelessness, no more material desires. Real desirelessness is desire for the satisfaction of Krishna, not an artificial attempt to abolish desires. The living entity cannot be desireless or senseless, but he does have to change the quality of the desires. A material